What's good, YouTube? Cific725 here, and this is an update on my Infernity build. And this is the build I took to regionals. Well, I modified it afterwards, but this is the build I'm currently running at this very moment. So without further ado, it's 3 Dark Grepher, 3 Infernity Archfiend, main engine of the deck, 3 Infernity Beetle. Now, a lot of people have told me it's weird that I don't run Avenger, because I don't. And when they see me go off on the first turn and gain field presence, sort of like how Dino Rabbit controls the field and negates a lot of things, they change their mind about the build quite fast. Now, one of the changes I've done to the build was this. I went from running 3 Necromancers to 2, simply because I was getting clogged with Necromancers in the regionals, and I just did not want to deal with it anymore. And the reason why I'm okay with doing that is because I run a single tour guide as a tech to be able to grab it, if anything. And then lastly, a Stygian Street Patrol. For the spells, I'm running Allure of Darkness, a Book of Moon, Foolish Burial, Double Forbidden Lance, a Heavy Storm, Infernity Stable, Infernity Launcher, Instant Fusion. Now this puts in a lot of work. Allows for opening hands to become extremely explosive. Extremely explosive. Staple Monster Reborn. Now, since I'm trying to OTK quite often, triple MST. I run triple MST so I could get away with the OTKs. Single Rhoda and double Zero Max, just so I could get an early start for the OTKs if possible, and gain quick field presence from the first turn. Another change I've done to the deck would be I dropped Bottomless Trap Hole for 2 Compulsory Evacuation Device, as I find this to have been more helpful more times than I found Bottomless to be. Being able to go into this, having this set down and then being able to bounce an Exceed monster or saving my own monster when push came to shove was really nice. Triple Infernity Barrier. It's an Infernity staple. It's a must in any Infernity deck. It's still going very strong at a $30 to $40 card. Triple Break. Infernity Break becomes extremely good with this deck, where if you get a first turn Void Ogre and this backing it, it makes it extremely difficult for your opponent at times. And the Solemn Brigade. It's just pretty much a staple at this point. And lastly, a Starlight Road. With all the mass destructions between the Mirror Forces and Torrential Tributes, Heavy Storm, Dark Hole, and all that stuff, having that is extremely helpful. For my extra deck, I am running my 2 Instant Fusion targets, Cherubin the Fire Knight and Darkfire Dragon. An ally of Justice Catastor, Gaia Knight, the Force of the Earth, Infernity Doom Dragon, Magical Android. This was a TG Hyper Librarian, but I found gaining the life points from her to be more beneficial and helps quite a bit, and they have the same attack, so it lets me not have to worry about drawing into something that stops me from going off even further. MST, Orient Dragon, puts in a lot of work against synchrocentric decks, as this is itself. It's really good against Blackwings, really good against plants. Like I say, it's good against Karakuris, it's good against zombies if anybody plays those. There's just so many decks that it's really good against. The Starlight Road target, Stardust Dragon, and pretty much the boss of the deck, the Void Ogre. And that's it for the synchros. Gachi, just because it really does help at times. It's hard sometimes for people to get over a 22 beater Archfiend backed by Infernity breaks and barriers. Staple Levier, Maestro, Photon Popular Operative, a very good card. Very good card. Pretty much staple now at this point for quite a bit of decks. And the also known Zen mains. Well, that's the deck. I took it to regionals. I went X3. I faced a Dino Rabbit match where I actually had the person tell me that they scooped simply because by the second turn they had no moves to do to get around the field I had, which was actually double barrier, double break, a Void Ogre Dragon with an Infernity Archfiend on the field, and they had no way to get around it. And what sucked the worst for them is they actually see the next card afterwards, what I would have top decked, and it was an Archfiend. Anyway, I would love any form of criticism that's positive to help me make the deck any better than what it already is. Once again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let other people know about me as I'm trying to start up this channel to get bigger. Thank you, and this is Cific 725 signing out.